Hi, I'm BT. This is a core class. Should be one of the first core classes that you take to learn to ignite your core. There's nothing funky, no bending over backwards, so that you turn your attention into engaging your core muscle at the front, but also recruiting all the muscle cells at the back. So whenever you're ready, bring your fabulous body and mind on that mat. Now we're going to start on a tabletop position. Take your palms on the mat with your wrists right below your shoulders. Your wrists are shoulder width apart. Your knees are right below your hips. Tuck your toes at this point. I usually have my index fingers facing forward to help opening my shoulders a little bit so the eyes of the elbows are pointing to the front of the mat. Start to engage your core slightly. Now we're just going to sway forward and backward, and maybe sway to the side in all directions. Start to engage and introduce some movement into your body at this point. So turn your hips to one side, turn the shoulders to the other side, maybe lean forward, and then send your hips all the way back. And then we're going to stretch the wrist after this, but I'll give you another breath. Another cycle of long, deep inhale and exhale as you sway your body. All right, so we're going to take the wrist, going to point all the fingers towards each other. So internal rotation in your shoulders and start to straighten your elbows. And then see if you can internally rotate a little bit more. So in the same direction of rotation, try to turn your fingers towards your knees and then turn them out. So we're going towards an external rotation of our shoulders now. So point the fingers to the side and then point them all the way back to your knees. It's easier than internally rotating the shoulders, isn't it? Now from here, keep your toes tucked. We're going to round the back. So we're going to untuck the tailbone, round the back, round the lower back, upper back, and see if you can sit back towards your heels. If you feel it too much in your forearm right now, maybe you can bring the wrist a little bit closer to your knees, and then sit back while rounding your back. If you don't feel anything, then of course you can walk your hands forward a little bit. See what makes you feel good today. You know your body best. I'm here only as a guide, but follow what your bodies tell you to do. And for that, you really need to pay attention to the feelings in your body. And come back to your tabletop with your fingers pointing forward. Now adjust your position of your tabletop. We're going to go through a few rounds of cat counts. So as you inhale, drop the belly, point the tailbone up to the sky, look forward, open the chest, shine the heart forward. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone in, round the upper back, middle back, lower back. Maybe you push the floor away and look all the way to your belly button. As we inhale again, drop the belly and look up. Open the shoulders, take the shoulders slightly away from the ears, point the tailbone. And as you exhale, round the back, push the floor really light on your hands because you're pushing the floor away, and look all the way to your belly button. 3 more times like this. Follow your breath. As you inhale, arch the back, look up, and as you exhale, round the back like an angry cat. Push the floor away. As you exhale, drop the belly, point the tailbone, and as you exhale, push the floor away. One more round. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. And we come back to a neutral spine. We're going to take the feet together, knees together in the center. As we inhale, we're going to kick the right leg back and straighten the right leg. Now flex the toes, flex the feet down to the floor. Can you lean slightly on your right side? Balance, pull the core in towards the spine and come to the fingertips of your left hand and see if you can extend your left hand forward. So here we think about lifting. Lifting, we don't want to dump, our way down towards the floor and, shoulders towards the ear. We lift up, push the floor away. Balance, use your core engagement to help with your balance. And imagine I'm right there pointing, pulling your hands forward. You're going to resist by staying in the center. Stand your ground. And then I'm going to go to the back and pull your legs towards the back. But again, you're resisting to stay in the center. And slowly release your hands down. Release your right leg down. Okay, we're going to change side. But before that, let's turn the palms towards the ceiling, once at a time. Palms up to the ceiling. And change side. The other palm up to the ceiling. And come back to your tabletop with your knees in the center. Keep a long neckline. So we're going to look front of the mat. And as you inhale, kick your left leg back, straighten the left leg, start engaging the core, flex your left foot. And leaning towards your left hand a little bit more, come to the fingertips of the right hand. Or extend the right hand forward. Again, lifting as I pull your hand forward, or as I pull your legs backward. You're resisting, you're staying strong in the center and push the floor away. Don't dump your weight down into that wrist, that left wrist. Inhale and exhale. And slowly, gently lower your hand down and foot down. Now we come back to tabletop. Adjust your tabletop again. Wrist right below the shoulders. Long neckline. Tuck your toes here. So you want to really tuck the toes so that the length of your toes on the mat, the ball of your feet is on the mat. Okay. Now we're going to start to engage and pull the core in the center and start to push the floor away. So you magnify your back. So you protrude your shoulders blades away from each other. And maybe you're leaning a little bit more towards your wrist, your hands, and then lift your knees off the floor. Just 1 inch off the floor. Can you pull your core in a little bit more? Tuck your toes. Tuck your tailbone. And breathe. Long inhale. And long exhale. One more breath. Long inhale. Can you lean your shoulders forward a little bit more? And long exhale. And from here, we're going to start pointing the tailbone up to the sky. Bring the knees away from the floor. And we push it up to down dog. So your hamstrings are not tight. At this point in time, we're going to keep the knees bent, micro bend, to protect the hamstring and the lower back. Your first down dog of the day, take your time to walk the dog. So we're going to bend the right knee and really push. When you bend the right knee, you can really push your left heel all the way down to the floor. And again, both heels up to the sky, and then we bend the left knee, push the right heel all the way down to the floor. One more time, inhale, heels up. Exhale, right knee bend. Left heels to touch the floor. Inhale, right, both heels up. And exhale, left knee bend to bring the right heels down towards the floor. And slowly push both knees back. You can keep a micro bend in your knees to keep your back straight. Or you can see if you can, press your knees back a little bit more and push your heels towards the floor. Point your tailbones up to the sky. From here, we're going to inhale, raise the heels up, and then we're going to roll the shoulders to bring the shoulders above the wrist. I'm going to take my feet back one step, both feet, to come to my plank. Okay, and then we exhale, push it back to down dog. Now from here, don't change the position of your hands and feet. We're just going to roll. Inhale, heels up, roll your shoulder forward, plank, and exhale, heels down towards down dog. 3 more times like this. Inhale, heels up, roll forward to plank. Pull your core in, push the floor away, and exhale, down dog. 2 more times. Inhale to plank, and exhale to down dog. One last time. Inhale, plank, and exhale, down dog. Stay in your down dog for one breath. On your next inhale, we're going to roll forward to plank. Now from here, we're going to lower the knees down to the floor. Keep your toes tucked and keep a long neckline. Look forward. Okay. We're going to go down to half chaturanga, and then we do half chaturanga push-ups 3 times. Okay, so tuck your toes here. First, we're going to lean forward. So lean the shoulders forward a little bit. And then we start bending the elbow. Hug the elbows in towards the chest. And lower it down just halfway. And inhale, push up. Now we're going to exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale with push-ups. One last time, lower it down halfway and hold it here. Pull your core in for 5, 4, 3. Shaking is okay. 2 and 1. Push it up. Awesome. And last time, we're going to bend the elbow and lower it down to the floor. Slowly, everything down. Untuck your toes, press the top of your feet on the floor. So your hands are right beside your chest. We're coming to cobra. Baby cobra, look forward. Start to recruit your back muscle, as in your back muscles are shortening to pull your chest off the floor. Press the top of your feet on top of the mat. Start to hug your thighs together. Maybe your glutes slightly together as well. And lower it down to the floor. One more time in your baby cobra. As you inhale, peel the chest off the floor. Look forward. Not using your hands at this point. Maybe your hands are so light they can lift off the floor. Now you're using your back muscle a little bit more, isn't it? And lower down. And from here, we're going to tuck the toes and push back to plank and down dog, or go straight to down dog. Awesome. From here, feet together in the center in your down dog. As you inhale, right leg back and up, one-legged dog. Square your hips. Point your right toes down to the floor. Exhale, we're going to bend the right leg, bring the right knee to the chest, and then roll the shoulders forward like a plank. Inhale, push it back, kick it up to one-legged dog. Exhale, we're going to bend the right knee, bring the right knee to your right elbow, lean your shoulders forward. Inhale, one-legged dog. And exhale, right knee to your left elbow, twist it over a little bit. And inhale, one-legged dog. Exhale, release your right leg down, back to down dog. We change side right away. So as we inhale, left leg back and up, one-legged dog. Take your time to square your hips by pointing your left toes down to the floor. And exhale, bend your left leg, left knee to the chest, and then roll your shoulders forward to plank. Inhale, one-legged dog. Kick your leg back, up high. And exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, knee to your right elbow, twist over. Inhale, one-legged dog, kick your legs back up high, square your hips though. And exhale, one-legged dog. Take a long deep inhale. And exhale. Now from here, we're going to roll forward to plank. And then we're going to start lowering down to your forearm plank. Right? So your elbows are right below your shoulders. You can have your palms on the floor. Okay? Or you can interlace the fingers together. So the weight is more in your elbows. Okay? From here, in your forearm plank, we're going to dip the hips down to each side, 5 times on each side. Okay, so you want to push the floor away with your elbows, round your upper back a little bit, tuck your tailbones in, and we're going to lean from each other. Then we're going to lean to the right side, come back to center, and lean to the left side. Come back to center, lean your hips to the right side, hips center, hips left. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, center, exhale, left. Inhale, center, pull the core in. Exhale, right. Inhale, center, exhale, left. Inhale, center, one last time. Exhale, right, and stay. Inhale, center, exhale, left, and stay for a tiny bit longer. And come back to the center and push back up to your high plank and then back to your down dog. Awesome work. From your down dog, we're going to walk forward. So baby step, walk your feet forward to bring your feet in between your hands. And then we're going to start bending the knees. Bend the knees a lot, like you're about to sit on an imaginary chair. And raise your arms forward. Bring your bicep close to your ears. Now your lumbar spine has a natural lordosis curve. In chair pose, we want to keep that neutral spine, right? But you want to sit back as if you're sitting on a chair, but there's no chair, so you have to support yourself. Can you lean back towards your heel? See if you can lift all your toes off the floor. Chair pose. And we're gonna slowly lower it down to sit on the floor in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, slow, 5, halfway through, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit your bum down, and we're gonna lift one leg up, the other leg up till both pose Navasana. You can have your arms, your hands beside your hips to support you, or you can have your arms forward alongside your legs. Can you lean back a little bit more? Pull your core in, but open your chest. Open your shoulders a little bit. We're going to lower it down to low boat, and then we'll come right back up 5 times. Okay? As we inhale, straighten your legs, lower down. Press your lower back on the floor, shoulders off the floor. And as you exhale, come back up. 4 more times. Inhale, lower it down, straighten the legs. Pull the core in, press the lower back. And exhale back to high boat. 3 more times. Inhale, lower it down. And exhale, pull back up. Keep your core engaged. Inhale, straighten your legs. Lower it down. And exhale, back up. One more time like this. This time we're going to stay here. Press your lower back on the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back up. Cross your legs in front of you. Palms down. And jump or step back to your plank. Push the floor away. Round your upper back a little bit. Tuck your tailbone in. Engage your core. Pay attention to bring your heels right above your the ball of your feet. And from here, we are going to lower down to chaturanga. So for this, we're going to lean forward to come to your tiptoes and then start bending it. The elbow hugs the elbow into your chest and lower it down halfway through and lower it down all the way through. And we're going to untuck the toes. We're coming back to cobra with your hands beside your chest. Hug your elbows in. Press the top of your feet on the floor. Start to hug your inner thighs together, maybe your glutes slightly together. Before you inhale, peel the chest off the floor. Baby cobra. In baby cobra, you really can feel the recruitment of the muscle at the back to peel your chest off the floor. No hands supporting your weight away from the floor now. Inhale here and exhale, release. One more time, we're going to inhale chest off the floor, baby cobra, and exhale, release. This time, we're going to bring the palms and the arms alongside our body, beside the chest, palms facing down. We're going to inhale, bring the chest off the floor, look forward, press the top of the feet on the floor, hug your inner thighs together, your glutes slightly hugging together. Don't over engage your glutes in this back bend, and exhale, release. Two more times. Inhale, chest off the floor, and exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, chest off, and exhale, release. We're going to do this two more times, but this time we're going to engage the legs as well to intensify that engagement in the core a little bit more, in the back core. So as we inhale, chest off the floor and palms down to the floor, maybe we bring the legs off the floor as well. Hug the legs together and exhale, release. One last time, guys. Inhale, chest off the floor and legs off the floor. Hug the legs together. The glutes has to be hugged together now. And stay here for 3. Maybe you can bring your arms also off the floor and fly. 2. Remember to breathe. And 1, release. Now place your left cheek on the floor or your right cheek, whatever makes you feel comfortable now. And change side. Now from here, we're going to bring the palms beside the chest. Tuck your toes. We're pushing it up through chaturanga to high plank. If this is not accessible for you at the moment, you can keep your knees on the floor, right? So you want to push the chest and the hips in one linear line off the floor together at the same time, or knees off the floor. Ready? Inhale, push it up to plank. Well done. Now adjust your plank again. Magnify your back, your upper back. Push the floor away. Now we're going to lower down to forearm plank, right? So one by one, we're going to lower the elbow down. Try not to move your hips. Try not to, imagine you're having a glass of water right here on your sacrum, and you don't want to move so much and drop the water on the floor. Okay, so we're going to do this 5 times. Whenever you're ready, start to engage your core and left elbow down, right elbow down. Left elbow up, right elbow up. And 2, right, left, right. And 3, elbows down. Try not to move your hips. Move as slow as you can. 2 more times. And push it back up. And 1 more time. Try not to move your hips. Keep your core engaging. Very well done. And push it back to down dog. 1 long deep breath in your down dog. Long exhale. From here, we're going to inhale, raise the heels off the floor, bend your knees, look forward, and jump to sit down. And straighten your legs out. Now we're going to bend one knee, so we're going to bend the right knee and take the right foot outside the left knee. Take the right hand to the back. Inhale, raise your left hand up. And exhale, twist to the left side. Bring your left elbow outside the right knee. Now, your back hand here, you don't want to take it too far away from your bums and then start leaning to the back, right? We don't want that. So we want just the fingertips on the floor. I'm having my elbows close to my back to sort of push my back straight. Sit up straight so that you feel the twist a little bit more. You can try the other way, You can try bringing your hands back and lean back. See if you feel any twist. Not so much, isn't it? So sit up straight. Neutral spine, apart from the twist. And come back to the center. Straighten your legs out, reaching side. Left leg bend, left foot outside the right knee. Bring the left hand to the back. Inhale, right arms up. Exhale, right hand, right elbow outside the left knee. And twist. And keep your fingertips, your left fingertips on the floor. Keep your elbows close to your spine, your upper body, to push the upper body back up straight. Don't lean towards the back. Remember to breathe. I know it's hard to breathe in a twist, but we forcefully, mindfully breathe. And come back to the center and straighten your legs out. From here, we are going to bend the knees and slowly lie back down on your back on the mat. Happy baby. Bring your knees close to your chest. Open your knees out wide and then hold on to the outside of your feet with your elbows inside in between your knees. And then kick the sole of your feet all the way up to the ceiling. Can you use your hand to pull your knees a little bit, just a tiny little bit lower down to the floor, knee closer to your armpit? And maybe you can swing to one side and swing to the other side, massage your back. Happy baby in the center. And then bring your knees together, hug your knees in. Now maybe you also want to bring your chest up, your forehead towards your knee. Hold on to the opposite elbow. Curl everything in like a ball. And then release it down to the floor. Straighten your legs out. We're not done yet. We're going to do some core exercise on the floor before we relax. I hope you're still enjoying it. Keep it up with me. So from here, we are going to do a few reversed chaturanga push-ups. So remember the chaturanga push-ups where you're facing the floor. Now you're going to do the same thing facing up, right? So imagine you have a very heavy rock, long, let's say a steel bar, long and heavy steel bar on top of you. So you're going to support the steel bar with your hands, right? So bring your elbows close to your chest. Bring your palms to face up to the sky. Now flex your foot. The moment you flex your feet, then you start engaging your leg, right? So can you press the lower back down to the floor? So tuck your tailbones a little bit. So we're going to inhale, press into the elbow and bring the chest off the floor. So everything in a straight line from your core towards your neck and lower it down. Now we'll do 5 times like this, okay? So hug the elbows in, press the palms up to the sky. We're going to inhale, press into the elbow, come up, chest up, and exhale down. 4 more times, inhale up. And exhale, slowly lower it down. Inhale up and exhale, lower. 2 more times. Inhale, push into your elbows, open your chest up. Exhale down. 1 more time. Inhale, elbows down, chest up. And exhale, release. Release your palms down to the floor. Even though there's no steel bar on top of you, you can still feel that engagement in your forearms. in your entire arm and in the core as you fight gravity and pull your body up towards the sky. Now that was for your upper core. Now we're gonna hit this lower core using our legs as a tool. Okay, so bend your knees, right? So we're gonna press the lower back, that sacrum, that flat bone in between your hip bones. We're gonna press it flat on the floor as we raise one leg up and we raise the other legs up. So both legs up to the ceiling. Your feet are flexed. So 90 degrees here in your hip joints and 90 degrees there in your ankle joint as well. Press the palms down to the floor. I must say that if you have a lower back pain, lower back problem, then maybe you should have your hands underneath your bums to support your back. So elevate your lower back a little bit higher and then straighten your back. All right. Otherwise, palms alongside your body, palms down to the floor. Now we're going to inhale here, pull the core in. So you want to pull the core in towards the spine and also maybe lift it up a little bit towards the chest. All right, engage your core. And then we're going to lower the legs down to 60 degrees. Hold it here. And we lower it down to 45 degrees. And hold. Lower down soon to 30 degrees. Try to keep your lower back on the floor. And lower it down just a little bit more. But as you go to this point, if you feel that your lower back is coming off the floor, I need you to bring your legs up a little bit to the points where your lower backs are still on the floor. And come back up to 30 degrees. Hold. Shaking is okay. And back up to 45. Hold. 60 degrees. Hold. And 90 degrees. Keep it up there. And bend your knees, hug your knees into chest. Well done. We're going to do that one more time, okay? Just one more time, I promise. Whenever you're ready, arms alongside your body or hands underneath your bums. And then straighten both legs up to the sky, 90 degrees. Flex your feet. Start to pull your core in towards the spine and also up towards your chest. And we lower it down, 60 for 3, 2, 1, 45 degrees for 3, 2, 1, and 30 degrees, 3, 2, 1. Lower it a little bit further down if you could for 3, 2, 1, and come back to 30. Going back up is a little bit harder than going down. And 45 degrees, but stay with me. Use your core to support your legs. And 60 degrees. And a little bit further to 90 degrees. Hold. Don't give up. 3, 2, 1. Stay. And bend your legs, hug your knees in, into your chest. Relax. But not quite yet. From here, we're going to work on the side of our core, the left side, the right side, with a little bit of a strengthened twist. Okay, so for this, we're going to open the arms out, shoulders level, press the shoulders down, elbows down, palms down to the floor, and we're going to keep it like this. Okay, in any case, we don't lift the elbows or the shoulders off the floor. Now the knees, we're going to bring it above the hips. We're creating a 90 degrees angle in your hip joints here and in your knee joints here, okay? And pay attention to press the lower back down so that sacrum bone, that flat bone in between your hip bones, press it down to the floor. Start to bring your core towards the spine, your belly button drawn it down towards the spine and up towards the chest, a little bit. Okay, as we inhale, we stay, hugs everything together in the center, And as we exhale, lean both of your knees towards the left side, close but not touching the floor. Can you press that right elbow and right shoulders down to the floor? And inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, both knees to the right side, close to the floor but not touching the floor. Press the left shoulders down, left elbows down to the floor, and come back to the center. We do 5 times on each round like this. Ready? Hug the core in. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, right. 3. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. 4. Inhale, center. Don't let the shoulders go off the floor. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. One last time on each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. And stay here with me for 3, 2. Hug the core in. Lift the knees off the floor. Knees are not touching the floor. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. And stay for 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center and hug your knees in. Maybe hug your knees in so tight that you can bring your chest off the floor, your forehead towards your knee. Hold on to your opposite elbow. Curl it in like a ball. And release. Sole of the feet on the floor. Feet are hip width distance apart. Now can you bring your heels in? Maybe you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Okay, then you're going to push into your feet. So the four corner of your feet down, palms down to the floor, arms alongside our body. Inhale, we lift the pelvis off the floor. And exhale, we lower it down. 4 more times. Inhale, pelvis off the floor and go high. Press into your big toes. Start to hug your glutes in slightly. And exhale, lower it down. Inhale, hugs it in. Press it up. And exhale, lower it down. 2 more times. Inhale up. And exhale, release. One last time. We're going to hold it here a little bit. Inhale. Can you press into your toes, your big toes? Hug your knees towards each other so they're not touching, but we're engaging the glutes, we're engaging the inner thigh by imagining that we're hugging them together. Imagine you have a block in between your knees and you're hugging the block in tight. And push the hips up, the middle back really up high, and slowly lower it down. Now, if you have a block, I'm just going to grab my block. If you have a block here, use your block. If you don't have a block, maybe a dictionary, or maybe a dictionary won't support your weight, or maybe a Tupperware, some box, and you gonna put it underneath your sacrum, right? So it's not on your lower back, right? So it's right below that flat bone in between your hip bones, all right? And then this is for your relaxation, by the way. And then just find a stable balance on your sacrum. Arms alongside your body, palms facing up. You can either stay here or extend one leg. Let the ankles fall out to the side. Maybe extend the other leg. Or maybe extend both legs. Long, deep inhale. Feel a stretch in this front body of yours that you deserve so much after all that core crunching, strengthening. Long, deep inhale. It's so good to have the front body stretch a little bit, isn't it? Stay here as long as you feel like, or start bending your feet, your legs, feet on the floor. Remove the block away. Before we go into Shavasana, let's bring our hand and feet up to the sky. And then we're going to move everything very fast. Move everything really fast. Faster than you think you can. And slowly release it down to the floor. Open your legs out as wide as the mat. Open your ankles. Let your ankles fall out to the side. Palms facing up to the ceiling. Maybe your arms a little bit away from your body. Find a natural, neutral position. Long, deep inhale. Open your mouth and sigh it out. One more time, inhale. One more time, inhale. And sigh it out. Shavasana. Stay with your breath. Stay as long as you want to. Thank you for practicing with me. My name is BT.